Dear student, here is a video on coordination in plants. Plants have neither nervous system nor muscles. How do plants control and coordinate? How do they respond to stimuli? Plants show two types of movement toward the stimuli. One is nesting movement and other is trophic movement. Nesting movements are independent of growth. No growth is involved in this type of movements, and these are non-directional movements. For example, the leaves of sensitive plants move very quickly in response to touch. There is no growth involved in this movement. Such movements are called nesting movement. The second is the trophic movements. Trophic movements are dependent on growth. These are the directional movements toward the stimuli. For example, when a seed germinates, the root goes down, the stem comes up in air. This directional movement of seedling caused by growth are called trophic movement. Nesting movement is non-directional movement toward the stimuli. Nesting movement is immediate response to stimuli. For example, when we touch the leaves of a touch-me-not plant, they begin to fold up and droop, and no growth is involved in these movements. Leaves move in response to touch. And plant cells change shape in order for movement to happen. Plant cells change shape by changing the amount of water in them. As a result, they swell and shrink, and it results in the change in shape, and that help in the movements to occur. Trophic movements in plants. Trophic movements are directional movements toward the stimuli, and growth is involved in these movements. Different types of trophic movements are phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, and chemotropism. Phototropism is movement due to light. Photo means light. Here stimuli is light. Positive phototropism means toward light. Shoot of plants bend towards the light, hence show positive phototropism. Roots of plants bend away from light and they show negative phototropism. Geotropism is movement due to earth gravity. And root of plants show positive geotropism. Roots move towards the soil and they show positive geotropism. And stem of plants move away from soil or earth gravity, and stem show negative geotropism. Hydrotropism. Hydro means water. These movements are due to water. You can see in this diagram that root of plants move towards the water and roots show positive hydrotropism, and stem move away from the water and stem show negative hydrotropism. Chemotropism is movement due to chemicals. When pollen grain fall on the stigma and pollen tube arises from the pollen grains and it moves towards the ovule in the ovary due to some chemical secretion from the ovary. And this movement of pollen tube toward ovule is chemotropism movement. Here is a difference in nesting movement and trophic movements. Nesting movements are non-directional response to stimuli. Response is same regardless of stimulus direction. Nesting movements are growth independent. No growth is involved in this type of movements. Nesting movements occur rapidly. They are very fast. An example of nesting movement is folding leaves of touch-me-not plants when touched. Trophic movements are directional response to stimuli. Response is directed by a stimuli, and growth is involved in this type of movement. Means trophic movements are growth dependent and they are very slow. Example of trophic movements are root grow toward the soil and stem grow out in the air.